Imagine being locked in a dark cave with lions, not pretend lions, real lions. Big paws, sharp claws, golden eyes watching from the shadows. The air is cold, the stone is hard, the door is sealed, and there is no way out. But this story is not really about fear. This story is about what happens when God's peace walks into the darkest place. The lions moved slowly through the den. One lion stepped forward, another turned its head. Their paws pressed into the sand. Their tails moved through the shadows. Anyone would feel afraid in a place like this. But there was one young man who knew something stronger than fear. His name was Daniel. Daniel loved God. Every day Daniel prayed. When life was easy, he prayed. When people were watching, he prayed. When life became dangerous, he still prayed. Daniel knew that God was not far away. God heard him, God saw him, and God was with him. Daniel's strength did not come from being the biggest or the loudest. His strength came from trusting God. But some men did not like Daniel. They were jealous because Daniel was trusted by the king. Daniel worked hard. Daniel told the truth. Daniel did what was right. So the jealous men whispered together, "We must find a way to stop him." But they could not find anything wrong with Daniel. Then one man said, "The only way is to use his faith against him." The jealous men went to the king and said, "O king, make a new law. For 30 days, no one may pray to anyone except you." The king signed the law. The scroll was sealed. The guards stood ready. And now, anyone who prayed to God would be thrown into the lion's den. Daniel heard the law. He understood the danger. But Daniel also knew this. No law could stop his heart from trusting God. Daniel went home. He opened his window just like he always did. He knelt down, and he prayed. He did not pray loudly to show off. He did not pray in anger. He prayed because he loved God. He prayed because he trusted God. Daniel could have hidden. Daniel could have stopped. But Daniel chose faith. Sometimes courage is quietly doing what is right. The jealous men were watching. They saw Daniel praying. Quickly, they ran to the king. "O king, Daniel has broken your law." The king's face changed. He did not want Daniel to be hurt. But the law had been signed. The guards came. Daniel did not fight. He did not scream. He trusted God even when everything looked unfair. The stone was moved away from the entrance of the den. Darkness waited below. The lions looked up. Daniel was lowered down. The king called out, "Daniel, may your God rescue you." Then the stone was rolled back over the entrance. The night became silent. Daniel was inside the den, but heaven was not silent. God was already there. Daniel stood still in the darkness. The lions moved closer. Then a soft golden light began to shine. It started small, like sunrise inside the cave. Super Jesus appeared beside Daniel, calm and peaceful. His golden cross glowed gently. The lions stopped. Their faces changed. Their paws became still. Peace filled the den. Daniel was not alone. God's presence was with him. Daniel sat down. The lions lay around him like gentle guardians. One lion rested its head on its paws. The den that looked dangerous became quiet and safe. Daniel could breathe. Daniel could rest. Fear did not win that night. The lions were strong, but God was stronger. The darkness was deep, but God's light was brighter. And Daniel learned again what every child can remember. When God is with you, you are never truly alone. Early the next morning, the king ran to the lion's den. "Daniel," he cried, "has your God rescued you?" Sunlight poured into the cave, and there was Daniel, alive and smiling. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. The king was amazed. Daniel was lifted out of the den. Not one scratch was found on him. The king knew that Daniel's God was the one true God. Daniel's story teaches us that God is with us in scary moments, unfair moments, lonely moments, and dark moments. You may not be in a lion's den, but sometimes you may feel afraid. You may feel alone. But remember this: God sees you. God hears you. God loves you, and God is with you. When fear gets loud, faith can be louder. When the dark feels big, God's light is bigger. Be brave, pray, trust God, and never forget, you are never alone. Remember, Jesus loves you always.